Well,
Again
and again.
2 in the same day.
Of course.
We stay busy.
We do.
Booked and busy, innit?
Of
For
course.
real, that's us right now. Alright, so I'll introduce yourself first. Well, the lovely question which we like to ask our guests now is, where are you made in?
Where am I made in?
Made
Alright, listen, so boom. Made in Chafford, yeah. You know the people already. It's Eman, Collins, Demi, and we've got a lovely guest, Janet.
Hi guys. Nice to see you guys.
And Demi's lovely question, where you made from? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where are you from?
Do you know what? That is a very, I haven't got an exact answer because I was actually born and raised in East London.
Okay.
Whereabouts in East London?
Canning Town, kind of Custom
Yeah.
House kind
Near
of
me.
area. Oh, really?
Mm.
Say whereabouts?
Plaster.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. To be fair, I did grow up in Canning Town for the majority of my life and stuff, but I moved outside of London because London can get a bit too much.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And there's many of us. I got brothers and sisters and everything, so mum was like, we need to get out of there. Then obviously I was been in Portsmouth for 3 years, so I don't have an exact place to where everything started from.
Was
I've been
Portsmouth uni?
Portsmouth for uni. I don't know if I would actually recommend to go there. It's alright. It's alright.
One of our boys went there.
Yeah. KM. Shout out to KM.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd know better than I would.
Actually, he was there last year.
I thought it was Levi.
No,
Levi.
Levi went.
I know a Levi. That's in Portsmouth, but maybe not your Levi.
No.
Not because I Levi. Well, you all know a Levi.
Shout out to Cameron Levi.
I guess, yeah, so where do you want to be? Actually, you know what? Did you watch the TV show Love is Blind by any chance?
Do you know what? I actually haven't, surprisingly.
Oh, yeah?
Everyone's been going on about it, and I just haven't had time to actually sit down and watch it. And because I've seen so many, spoilers online, I was like, I get the gist.
Do you feel like you watched the show?
I can say,
You know,
I haven't.
Yeah.
I'll say I lean more towards that I haven't watched the show.
Okay.
But I just get the gist.
Eman's ready to get into his bag.
Ooh.
Go on.
Got some
I'm gonna let
stuff
you
to
lead this one. I'm excited because he doesn't normally watch reality TV.
No, I don't at all. But okay, so for people who haven't watched Love is Blind is pretty much they get 30 guests altogether, 15 men, 15 women, and the concept is that you have to find your lover and you have to propose, and then within 10 weeks. After the 10 weeks, you'll then have a wedding day with your lover. But within those first 10 weeks, you don't see them at all. You're in a room and they're in a room and you just communicate just by speaking. That's it.
Wait, is that right? First 10 weeks, or do you mean first 2 weeks?
Is it first 10 weeks or first 2 weeks?
I think the whole process is 10 weeks, but the first 2 weeks, they don't see each other. So they're talking...
10 weeks is a bit of a...
Listen.
Yeah, okay, so my bad.
So
the first
stage.
Yeah, so it's the first 2 weeks. So after the first 2 weeks, that's when, for a minute, everything, they have the conversations.
That's too soon. Whoa.
Oh, of course.
I mean, yeah.
So, the main concept is love is blind, and the whole point of the experiment is to see whether or not it's truly blind. So the show unfolds, and we see a bunch of people having great moments, bad moments, so on and so forth. But I have to say, firstly, the concept of the show, the producers, they did a wonderful job.
Shouts out to Netflix.
And the second thing I like to say is the cameramen, them man are wizards. All of them are just wizards.
What, them angles?
Wizards. I'm telling you, them man are wizards.
But why though? What is the... What
So
is
like,
the
for example...
difference?
What was the camera angle that was like, yo, fam, they've gone bananas here?
Right, so before I even get into the actual proper topics of Love is Blind, there was one point where everyone's having a conversation of the first night they had with each other, because they've already proposed and then now they're having...
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So everyone's like, yeah, man had sex, man did this, man did that, boom, boom, boom. And then there's one couple, they didn't have sex the first night. Actually, there's two couples, but the one couple was like, I'm feeling you, but we're not doing anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then there was just a camera, the way the cameraman picked up on the guy just sipping his drink, he's just there. We all know he didn't beat.
It's that feeling, man.
It's the
That
feeling, that sensation. It's like you didn't beat, and everyone's just having that conversation. And like the girls, they had their own fun, but it's just the man. Like they looked at one particular person, said that, fam.
The whole show is brazy,
It's
man.
mad.
From start to
It
finish.
sounds like there's a lot going on in such a
There
short
is.
amount of time. So
Yeah.
There's just so many moments that like will stand out to me. That I think my two biggest highlights is when Carlton is arguing with that diamond girl.
I saw
yes,
that. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I saw.
Yo,
That's what I
listen.
saw.
Oh, you can't say that sort of stuff to a woman. Like, just Carlton was going in.
See Diamond, yeah, Diamond's my babes, man. I'm not gonna lie, man.
She
I
held
was
it
really
down.
feeling. I was really happy for everything. I'm thinking, like, you know what's really crazy is like the first episode, I thought that Carlton was a bit odd to me.
Yeah.
Because he was just like I want a woman to love me, unconditionally. I want a woman to love me for who I am.
Right.
I'm like,
Oh, for who I am.
yeah.
Interesting.
The seed's planted when you hear something like that.
So it was
Definitely.
like, so I was like, okay, like, you're a bit odd, but okay, I get it, I get the gist. Then the second episode, he comes out, he says, listen, I've been in a relationship with men and women. I'm like,
Oh, he said that in the second verse.
no, he said that in the second episode. So
Okay.
this is like, the second episode, basically, I think everyone starts proposing to each other, right?
Oh, so when people are proposing, he's dropped the bombshell then?
No,
Nah, this is the problem.
Nah, he's just kept it as a secret.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
So she
Now
don't know.
okay.
So then
Wow.
they get to the hotel in Cancun, and everyone's like getting to know each other, like in the physical now.
Right.
But he is just like pushing her away.
Oh.
Like he's just being like a proper.
Being odd, yeah.
Yeah, he's being proper odd. Like, oh yeah, you got to put away your attitude and stuff like. I was like, bro, like,
Ooh.
this is a bit spice. So, next thing is, she goes to bed by herself. He goes to bed by himself, and then the next night. Actually, no, it's the same night. I think he turned around and says, boom. I've had relationships with men and women, and then that's where it just unfolds.
Damn.
Well, I mean that whole situation was interesting to me because I just felt it was like how it. I think we all know how important it is to be open when you're in a relationship,
100%.
and the real issue was he didn't tell her at the start, and even still, Diamond was willing to give him a chance.
She seems very open about
Yeah,
it.
and just like let's talk about it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, why did you feel that you couldn't come to me? You know, I'm supposed to be
So
your
nice.
wife, and then he opted to flip the switch and do as he did.
He just went too left with it. 'Cause
Yeah.
at first, like obviously when you hear something like that,
Diamond
you
was
might put
coming from a
somebody
place
else.
of
Yeah,
love.
But then exactly, she seemed really calm about it. But then he started he chucked his hat off,
Yeah.
turned around from just doing
It
all
was
kinds
the
of mad
first
shit.
night though. He just pushed her away.
Yeah, he did too much.
And he just
He
kept
did too
going
much.
and going, and then next
Homeboy's
thing,
mad,
boom.
man.
He done way too
Oh
much.
yeah, I don't like bitches like
When
you.
Twitter said she was wearing a wig like a snapback, I was.
No, Twitter's got to go in the bin.
The snack bag.
Like, he called her a bitch, and he told her, yeah, go
Jesus
fix your wig. I was like, bro,
Why did she feel that was the perfect time to start quoting Beyonce?
I don't know, man. And the
That's
worst
funny.
thing is, she didn't do anything wrong.
That's D.
She didn't do
That's
anything
deep.
wrong, so it was just like, okay, like, what happened, bro? Like,
Do you reckon like he had his guard up? Like,
Oh, 100%.
like do you reckon
Yeah.
he had an expectation to her reaction and was like surprised by how cool she was? Like, what do you
Maybe.
reckon that could have been?
I don't even know.
That's the only thing I can think of. Like,
It's the way he behaved. It was just like,
Maybe it's just
bro.
him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was just thinking it's just him. It's like, how do you, like, she hasn't said anything. She's not done anything.
yeah.
She's there to help. You've both matched, and then all of a sudden you're acting in this way. where you
But
just wanna
apparently
push
this
away.
dude has like a notorious
Reputation.
reputation of going on these type of shows and doing
And then
this
Oh,
type
he's
of shit.
clout chasing. Is he clout chasing then?
I think so, yeah.
Oh man, you hate to see.
He's
So,
always-
you know,
There's
you
always
can't
one
be
though.
surprised.
What was I gonna say? But this show is just an insight into like, you can't ignore red flags, man. Like when they present themselves, it's something you have to, you know, take it like. People will show you who they are, and when they show you, that's your opportunity
Believe
to either
them.
run, exactly, to either run or stay. You look at Mark and Jessica, Homeboy's a dumbass, like, I can't believe that was real.
Which one's Mark and Jessica again?
So,
Just to give a
uh,
bit of context.
So Mark is the fitness instructor and Jessica is the regional manager. Now the difference between them is that there's 10 years difference. So
Oh,
Mark
yeah,
is
yeah,
24
I
and
remember
she's
now.
34. The situation with Jessica is that she believed that she was going to do she was going to be proposed by another individual.
Mm.
But that individual turned around and said, I'm not ready. Now, she took that the wrong way and said, I bun that. Man's, fuck you, you're some fuck boy. X, Y, and Z, this, and that. Then she left, got super drunk. The next day, she went and linked up with Mark and said, yeah, I want to marry you.
That was wild. Absolutely.
So she did that. So she basically got married out of
spite, basically.
Yeah, second choice.
She's wasted so much of Mark's time. Jesus,
crazy.
man.
So, and then this was another couple that they just never had, they didn't have sex. And this is the guy who was talking about Mark.
Wow.
Yeah. And Mark, like, I do sympathise with Mark, but
I think I
it's
do
like,
and I don't.
It's his fault.
Yeah, 100%. You put yourself in that position. See, the thing is with this show is that the people that go on it have to be dumb, because in order to actually go along with this idea that is this ridiculous, I think you have to have.
No, the opportunity is there, isn't it? So if
What
it happened,
though?
the opportunity for you to get married, for you to
Nah, but there's no way.
Life.
Nah, not in these circumstances. I think to believe it, like you have
two
to have
people got married and then one person.
do you know what? But that's fine.
Sure,
And
two
people
couples.
in real life, people do get married quickly and actually end up finding the love of their life. But this show doesn't work if these people aren't dumbasses and believe that this is the way they can go about finding love. Like
it's worked so far.
Yes, 100%. You have to. That's the word I'm looking for. You have to be quite naive, quite gullible.
Yeah.
To think
I
that
think
this is gonna work.
You have to have awesome faith.
As
Yes,
well.
100%.
See, the thing is, I say this, but people like Lauren and Cameron seem quite like they've got their head on. So I don't know, but I think to a certain extent, to be able to go on this show, you have to have a level of.
Because
like,
if you deep it, there was like 6 couples that were there, and then there was another 9 that didn't make it.
Yeah.
18 people that never made it. So I mean, if you look at the success rate, it's not that successful. But
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure a lot of people came to the conclusion that love is not blind. Like you can't. As good as a TV show as it is, it really shows you also cannot put the importance of point blank period. Sexual attraction is so important. Like you have to. I think a great saying is a pretty face made me interested, but it didn't make me stay. But it is important. It made you interested.
Yeah. But the thing is also, like, the producers, they didn't pick ugly people either. Like, everybody wasn't, they were either average or above average. Like, everybody.
That was true.
So,
yeah.
like, no one could ever be disappointed, technically speaking.
Yeah, like they weren't. That's why the show. Do you know what? That's interesting, because for me, that's why I wasn't that interested in the show. I think everyone can. I was interested, but in the sense that I thought they were gonna be like, oh, the girls are gonna be fat or something. Like really test people, like the people you were attracted to in the pod. Like,
I mean, Mark was short. There was.
But Mark was short. But I don't think Mark might have been 5'10". A lot of them man were tall or taller.
I think Mark is like 5'7", man.
You think?
Yeah.
Well,
Do you guys class that as short for men? For me, anyone taller than me is so
I love the silence just then. I don't know. Like, I'm 5'10", so I don't really necessarily think. I've never had an issue as far as like a girl saying, "Oh, you're short."
You know what?
Per se.
Firstly, I personally believe girls that say that are just. I think they've got some insecurity problems.
That's a lie.
Like I'm serious. Seriously, I honestly think girls that have that.
But why?
As a requirement, unless you're tall. And you need a guy to fit your match. That's understandable.
Yeah.
But if you're low, if you're smaller than 5'6",
if you're 4'11", saying my man needs to be.
Yeah. For example, like that, then you're being too picky.
Scorcher did it as well. He said, like, he was talking about, like, he took his phone. He pretty much did this. Yeah, there are some girls that love men that are tall, innit? It's like, boom. He took the camera from the floor up to his height. And he says, but the thing is, there are some guys who love tall girls as well. So you decide, so it's like, yeah, it makes sense. But I think you can't be shorter than 5'5".
What, as a man?
As a man.
Why not?
You can't be.
Why not?
Just made it. Baby, welcome to the party.
No, because I think like the average height in the UK is like 5 foot, 5'6", 5'7", like for men.
I think it's taller than that. I think it's 5'9".
5'9".
5'8" or 5'9".
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, like that's the average height.
Well, it's the
but
same thing.
if you're just 5 foot, I don't know, man. It's
To
just.
be fair, you have to have other qualities if that's the case. Well, not
Yeah,
have
Yikes.
to. Like, because...
I've got to be able to juggle now.
No. I'm talking like based on this Twitter, like, community where they say you got to be tall, whatever. I'm not based this on my personal experience, personal preferences, but if, based on Twitter, if you're going to be smaller than 5'5", then you need to be, like, you need to have things together in certain aspects that people who are taller, that it doesn't matter if they have it or not, if that makes sense. Because a lot of Twitter girls care about being tall and that's it. They don't care about what they're doing about their life, maybe other kind of personalities and stuff. But if you're smaller than that, then I guess you have to have that in your basket so they can see past the height. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I'm not saying this is what they have to do.
But I
I'm
think
just
everyone
saying.
should. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I think even if you got, I think now, especially everyone here is 21 plus. I'd like to think it would be.
Take that.
Take that.
You can charge it.
No, I've got 3 batteries, so it's all good.
Technical issues.
Sure, pause, Eman.
Oh, no, keep going. Okay, cool.
What was I saying? I can't even remember now.
Oh
no, but everyone should have their shit
definitely.
together.
Yeah, 100%.
You gotta have more to bring to the table than just certain things. Cause then, like, what's the point?
It's true.
I just have never understood that, but I don't know. It's the show was very interesting. I'd recommend it. It's just a good watch into like society and how it works, which I think a lot of these reality TV shows have to be like.
To be fair, what you're saying does make sense in comparison to like Love Island, where Love Island is just based on how you look, like you couple up based on, like, for example, when at the beginning of the last season, where a lot of people didn't pick Naz because he was smaller and stuff, but it shows that Naz was actually quite a genuine guy, nice guy or whatever. But again, I guess that's the comparison to Love Is Blind, is that they eliminate the idea of
which is
all of that.
Which is what I think would make Love Island more interesting going forward, if somehow they could. But I think that show's in a position whereby
There's too much money.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah. And people are
all that type of shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The focus is different. I mean,
So-
if they bring Love Is Blind to the UK, it probably.
No, I don't need that. Imagine being on Love Is Blind in the UK and then someone's got a Birmingham accent.
Oh my gosh.
I don't need to hear that.
Yeah, Demi don't rate the
Why she
Birmingham
ticks every other box? You
can't.
obviously, you're a liar. You can't even be like, oh, okay.
Not live.
I can oversee
Nah,
that.
100%. I don't know. That accent really
Yeah,
just
to be fair,
doesn't-
I don't think I can do with the accent.
Nah.
Birmingham accent. Are you guys?
Do you really,
No, I'm
you really
serious.
like it, don't you?
Oh, to be fair, you got to really like it or hate it. But I
I-
hate it. I just don't think I could do with it.
Nah, so no for me, dog.
Not if I can listen to it as maybe my friend or something,
Yeah.
but not my partner every day. Like, that's the accent I hear, and my child might pick it up. I don't know.
Wow, my child, my...
I don't know.
Would you ever go on a reality TV show?
No, because I don't think I've got the patience for it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like a lot of people take L's and it's on national TV, and that's what, like, I'm not gonna lie. I've got a family, and I care about
Your L
like
can
my
become a W.
Pardon?
Your L can become a W.
No.
But then what's the chance?
Hi, Shauna got dumped on national TV. She's got 1 million Instagram
True.
followers. She's out
But then
here.
again, followers doesn't
It's a
equate
W,
to
yeah,
a lot of like
doesn't,
the way, like, maybe in the future. I think a lot about my career and stuff. I think about all the Love Island contestants, even like Dr. Alex. He was a doctor before and stuff. I don't know. What, is he still a doctor now?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I think he went back to being a doctor
Oh,
because
okay.
it just went for him.
Okay, I was gonna say. Well, I just feel like career-wise, it could be jeopardized in different ways depending on what you've done on the show. So for me, I just won't go on the show
Yeah.
just for that fact.
No,
But
it's life. Like,
yeah,
it's
it
just
is life.
Like, no, it's life.
Especially
No,
with
remember that time, actually, I don't think I can say it because it's kind of bait. But there was that one time that guy got dumped, yeah. And then all of a sudden, that guy from my area, he got dumped because of one person in particular.
I haven't got a clue
It's
who
from
you're
Love
talking
Island.
about.
No, this
Nah,
is
he's
from
I
Love
think
Island.
Just tell the story. I think we're on the same page.
Yeah. So that person got dumped, and then all of a sudden it was on the news. Like, it was on,
Yeah.
It was on the news. It was just like this and that, boom, boom, boom.
I'm with you guys.
Yeah, like, I don't want to say his name because I'm cool with that guy,
Okay, okay.
and I do love him. Like, pause, but shout out to him.
Yeah.
So with that situation, it was like, he even tweeted, like, listen, I could have gone on like this media outlet and said, just chat crud and just got 40 bag straight like that. But the thing is, that's someone's life.
It's true.
So it's just, it's life. I can't do that. Love Island, I don't even see the purpose of Love Island.
To me, Love Island is just to build your career in the end. I feel like it's just
It's a shame that it's become that, because it was quite entertaining, but that last season, dear God, put it in rice.
That's probably why I like
put it in rice. I can't.
Yeah, no, I wasn't too sure.
It was actually painful to watch. Like, I remember forcing myself to watch just so that I didn't get all the spoilers on Twitter, but it was just painful.
Was it like, I don't know, because you do your YouTube and we do this. Was it like you felt like you had to watch it to be in the know?
To be fair, not really. I only watched it because everyone at home just kept, like, everyone will go and sit down and watch it, and I'd have to go, like, do something else just so that I didn't have to. But other than that, no, I didn't really care about the last Love Island. Like,
it was not a good season.
It was not good.
Shout out to Love Is Blind, man, taking over in this reality game.
Yeah, man.
We're waiting for the UK version.
Oh, that's gonna be.
You didn't tell us your second favourite thing of the season. You said there was obviously the thing with Carlton, and then there was the other one with the girl.
Listen, Georgia, what's her name? Georgiana? Gilliana? Yo, bad one. Homeboy she's a devil, man.
Go on, tell us what happened. I know what it is, but I'll say it again.
She's not the devil, she's a bit forward, that's it.
Nah, there's no... Oh, okay, so basically, Gilliana, they're in an argument, and then out of nowhere, like, there's not really any context to it, she goes, do you know how you always say it's the best sex of your life? Have you ever noticed I've never said that as well?
That was from Love Is Blind.
Yeah, that's
I need a moment of silence for Homeboy.
Just kill me now.
Like,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, someone could say some shit on you, and that's on you forever. It's not about what you do; it's what other people do. And I just
don't want to be.
Do you know what? Girls can lie though.
Yeah.
Because she wouldn't have stayed. They're still together.
No, really?
Yeah,
they're still together.
So why say that?
Money involved there.
No, actually, no. What's mad is that they got to the pulpit, and she said, "I do." And he said, I don't.
Oh, raw.
It's mad. So then, like, the reunion is a year later. Like, the episodes have come out all together, but the reunion is a year later, and pretty much they said, yes, listen, boom. We're still together. Now. It's just that we had to iron a few things out.
Girls can lie, man.
Damn.
Yeah. Iron what out? Like, you know,
well, I mean, maybe.
I'm provoked. That was a lie. Like, for no reason. I just thought she was going to take the argument to that next place. Like, nah, calm down.
No, but the thing is, with, like, that relationship, it's mad because everyone else, the other two, they decided to get married. And they decided not to get married, but they're still together. So, in other words, it's worked in their benefit. Whereas...
Cameron said still beat, so I don't know.
Actually, on that topic of that,
yeah,
would you guys ever get into a relationship without the goal of marriage? Like, do you guys reckon, basically based on that situation, do you reckon you guys could ever do that?
No. Get into a relationship without the thought of marriage?
Yeah, like if you know I'm not going to marry her, but I'll still be in a relationship, could you do that?
I could.
Could you do that?
The reason why I say I could, not necessarily it being a goal, but I think people just get it in their head that you're supposed to get into a relationship and then you get married. Life is not...
It's not like that. You can't, especially the older I'm getting, the more I'm learning, you can't... It's really day by day, like, you don't know what could happen.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Know what could happen tomorrow. You can't plan that far ahead. Like, I like you, this is cool, and like, this is the steps we're taking. If we get there, that's fantastic, and you know, I've not wasted my time.
And if you don't, that's experience to know that if I'm to go through this again, I know the stuff I'm going to avoid. I know what my red flags are. Yeah. You can't get into a car and then drive it perfectly for the rest of your life. You're gonna hit something. You might get a couple scrapes, couple scratches. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. If I'm gonna get in a relationship with someone, I'm marrying you. We're getting married.
Come on.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Unless, like you said, those things happen, bumps on the road. But I'll go into a relationship with the mindset of we're gonna become one. We're gonna get married. Obviously, if things happen, then
it happens.
It happens, but
that's the goal.
It's nice, but
it's nice.
I don't know if it's reality.
To be fair, it is like kind of like a fairy tale kind of thing. But I feel like it puts all my commitment more into the relationship with the idea that it might
But don't you feel like
Do you know
there's
what I
so much pressure? I think marriage should just be when you're like a nice thought, like something it's a goal or something attainable. But I feel like once you've done that, you put so much pressure on a relationship.
I see what you mean. That, like for example, we have to like forget this argument, whatever, because we're gonna get married. Like we've got to pull it together. Is that what you're trying to say? I get what you mean.
I mean, not even just that, but just it's like so much pressure. I don't know.
I think that's why.
Especially when you're still quite young.
Yeah. To be fair, that's why I would only go into a relationship when I'm ready. Like, if I want to have fun, I'll have fun. But the time I'm ready to think, that person, I'm going to marry you, then I'll get into a relationship. Like, if that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't just go out with Tom, Dick and Harry and thinking, let's get married. I'd only put my mindset and think, is this the person that I want to be in a relationship with to start with? And then know that, you know. And to be fair, once my mum meets one person, I'm fortunate we're getting married. So there's no going
back.
Shout
out to Auntie.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice. It's different. It's different.
It's a very good question because a lot of people do debate that and think like, that should be its sole purpose.
Yeah.
But then there's people who think, you know, it's kind of tricky because, you know, life throws so many things.
It's true.
Some people have some of the best relationships of their life and it doesn't necessarily work out, and that's just
that might just be its purpose.
That 100%.
That could just be the purpose of
that was to learn something there. It sucked, but that's the fact.
If we're gonna go from a statistical level, how many people do you think meet that person and they get married and it's
I think they get married. I think some of those people who do get divorced, I think they get married for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, it's true.
Most of the time they will get married for like, okay, yeah, he has a great job. It's like, what about him? Like, because the thing is, marriage is basically for better or for worse.
100%.
And you have to get through the worst in order to have the best parts of the relationships most of the time. And sometimes they start off with the best and then go to the worst, but they always come back up.
Yeah.
And till death do you apart. So if you're going into a relationship thinking, boom.
No, it's not easy. But I agree. I don't think, even look at our friends or people you may know, they've dated a lot of people before they've found that person.
It's true.
Dating's calm. Go ahead, date.
No, but I'm saying they've been on, maybe not dating, but they've been with people before they found the person that they feel that they should spend the rest of their life with. Even, I don't know, man, even still this young, it wouldn't be something that I'd think about. Like, it's not something that's on my brain. Not until 30, really. So.
Yeah. To be fair, I think community and culture does play a big part as well. Like, for example, like in Tanzanian community, realistically, most people are married by like what would you say, 25? 26.
By
what would you say?
25.
25.
Eman, when were you married?
He sounded like one of my uncles right now.
No, it's true. Like, community does play a big part.
Bro.
That's cool.
Yeah, like,
they're asking that question already.
On your neck.
Like,
grandkids.
on like a banners level with
Grandkids, hey yo, slow down.
No, some of them are serious though.
Yeah.
Some of them, they're on your case. Is that the same for you?
Yeah, basically. They're not too harsh on it's weird, but they're not too harsh on the girl because we're not marrying ourselves. So it's like the guy that marries the girl, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's more pressure on the guy. Like, for us, it's basically like, sit there, look pretty, do your stuff, and
Nigerian culture
let the man come get
that.
you. Is it?
Like, I feel like Nigerian culture looks at the girls like weird when they're not married by like 20 years.
My sister gets questions a lot. Like,
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy because I remember Israel in primary school. Like, he said this out loud, pretty much. Like, we're in the classroom. He said, "Yeah, if you're not married by 30, you just wasted your time. You just wasted your life."
In primary school.
In primary school.
Wow.
And then the teacher was like, "Yeah, but I'm 32."
oh.
Yikes.
It's like, oh.
Well, sucks to be you, innit?
You pretty much said that. But the thing is, like, even like my mum's on my case, like regular conversations. And I was like, yo, like, it's better when you get married young, like right now, because if you get married young, then at least you have, you know, your time. So when you're 40, when you're 50, you're still somewhat young, but you get time to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, because there's also like that marriage life that you want to have before you have kids, because kids is a different thing, and like you want to enjoy that life with your partner before the kids, so you got to almost like time it. Imagine like,
that 2-year-old period, forget about it.
I got a nephew who's 2, and
you can't. It's like,
but it's good because you can get the good out of it. Like, you don't have sick all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
You can't take your eye off him.
No, I had the thought the other day, like, not even the other day, yesterday. Pretty much was like, alright, you give birth to one, you show this one child so much love, and then there's the second child, and now you have to give the same sort of love to the second child, and then now the first child
I just did this.
jealous over the love. It's like, yo, like,
It's true.
what's happening with me? Like, yo, like, I saw you love me the most.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, nah, life will just...
Hit you hard.
Life just gets...
Alright, so I think we should
mad.
talk about you a little bit and your YouTube, your blogging, your Instagram.
Yeah.
There's a continuous pink thing going on there.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you guys
yeah,
seen it.
pink. Yeah.
Today I had to make sure, I was like, right, let's put the pink. Let it have a rest on
Yeah.
Sunday. Bring it back on Monday.
So yeah, tell the people like, what your interests are, what you're trying to do with it all. Like, just...
Yeah, so I'll basically start with my journey. So when I first started my YouTube channel, I just made it and I was just like, let's basically see how it goes. I didn't have an idea I had an idea of what I wanted to do based on the YouTubers that I've watched, Nella Rose and all those people and stuff. But of course with YouTube, you have to take your own path. You have to find your own audience. So again, I was just doing like a lot of like kind of videos and tutorials and stuff. And I was just trying to see what was working out. And I learned quite quickly that when you copy other people, like, it will never be the same. Individualism is important. Like, that's when you will go far. So then I started thinking, okay, so I'm on this YouTube thing. What can I bring to YouTube that no one else is bringing? And I was thinking, I just kept thinking and stuff. And I thought, let me talk more about my culture and my country and stuff. Because that's one thing I noticed that not a lot of YouTubers do. Sometimes they'll speak about their culture here and there, but they don't influence it to to their audience, right? So I started speaking a lot about Africa, and I thought it was important because with one of my YouTube videos, I was basically saying how important it is for our generation to learn about our country and our culture and our language to influence it onto the next generation. Because if we don't do it, how are they going to learn?
Yeah.
We had a conversation.
Exactly. Because I don't think I got that point across well on the last episode or when we were sitting down with Kay and them, because the point was that, like, I don't know how to speak Yoruba. So that's already, there's a disconnect there. Like, I can't teach that's something that's been lost, which is important. I think something we need to, how are we going to, it's one thing to keep the work ethic in certain parts of our culture, but like, how are we actually going to make sure our children have that implemented in them? Yeah,
it's so true. And that's when generations and generations to come, we'll be seeing black kids like, oh, I'm English. Like, my mum's black, but I don't know what, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ignorance. And to me, I think black ignorance is the worst. It's better you say, I don't know nothing, than saying that you're African and not knowing about it. But then we can't fault those people because, you know, parents have the position to teach them. So anyway, so I was on my YouTube videos basically telling a lot of my followers to just try. It's not going to be easy. Some people can have it easy to learn the language, some people can't. But whenever you can, just try learn, if it's not the language, but some aspects of your culture, something that you can definitely like hand over to the next generation. Like, and even if it's not to the next generation, but just to have the knowledge yourself is really important. So that's I would say my whole YouTube kind of channel character, I don't know what it is. It's basically about definitely being a young black British YouTuber, but emphasizing the black. And not just being black because of my skin, but kind of black because of the person that I am.
Because of the culture.
So, and the culture, it's important. So especially for example, Nigerians in the UK, there's plenty of them. You can find them in every corner. Tanzanians, you can't find them.
Yeah.
It's just rare. It's rare for us to be found. So like, even for you doing that sort of stuff, it is an eye opener to some people who wouldn't be. They'll tuck in their culture, like they'll tuck it away. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's kind of, it's very inspiring for you to do that.
Thanks. Thank you. I just think it's just important because I think just going forward with the way the world is and how many, like, from our parents and their generations that have come to this country, they can speak those languages, but now that we're born here, if we do not speak it, it's just that loss of culture and the loss of whatever that we'll have that will be on our children. So and already there's enough influence in the westernized world, so just putting something in there will just kickstart something. Do you know what I mean?
1000%. Demi, would you take Yoruba lessons?
Do you know what? That's interesting.
I was having a question. My colleague asked me that at work, so I said I can't speak it. I understand it, talk it a little bit, but would you actually put yourself in a situation to do that?
Maybe. I mean, I'd learn enough to get by or maybe have a conversation. I don't know, because I know how my brain works. So it was part of the reason why I didn't choose to do languages past year 9, because it was just like, I'm not going to take this in. And the older you get, the harder it is to learn another language. But that would be something I'd be interested in, definitely. Like, at least just a lot of key phrases, or I think, or even if I could understand it enough that if someone was speaking it to me, I'd know what they're saying.
Yeah.
Got you.
Because the moment it's like, goes in one ear and out the other if they're speaking it. Or
I
you
kind of
only know
have to,
the...
though.
Huh?
I kind of have to. I mean, there's opportunity in Tanzania for me.
Yeah.
So I have to learn it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can you both speak fluently?
I can't say fluently, but I can definitely have a conversation.
See that?
No, I can
Like-
understand it.
Can you understand? But to be
Yeah.
fair, I'm the only one out of my siblings that forced myself to learn it.
Mad.
All of my other siblings are behind me. They can't speak. It's because
Yeah,
I actually
they
pushed
can't.
myself. I was like, I actually want to.
What made you want to do that?
I don't know. I just felt I think because every summer holiday we go back to Tanzania and stuff. I just felt so inspired. And to be fair, one day I was there, and there was these like white kids that had come to the country just to like learn whatever international school,
Yeah.
and they were speaking fluent Swahili, and I actually felt embarrassed. I felt so embarrassed that there's white kids here that can speak fluent Swahili, and there's me, who has Tanzanian parents. I'm here, and I can't.
For me,
And
it's
for that,
different.
I just thought, let me just try.
That's mad.
Because the thing is, me, I'm in the UK. I'm Tanzanian. As soon as I go back home, it's like, no, you're English.
You're English. That's the thing.
Yeah, and it's just like.
That's crazy.
It is.
The thing is, you can't even debate it. It's like, no, that's what it is.
They'll see from the way you walk from a mile away that you're English.
Yeah.
So everything changes with that.
That's interesting, because it's even the things, it's like,
Yeah,
you could either be
So,
like forced into learning the language,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't need to, because both my parents speak English well. All my grandparents speak English, so I've never been in a position where I felt like if I don't know it, there's someone that I really care about that I just won't be able to speak to or understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
But I've never been pushed into that corner, so
Yeah.
maybe
I understand.
if there was more, that would definitely be in that corner and would have to learn it.
absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like, I remember going to Nigeria, and I think I was with my aunties and my uncles, and like I think they were saying in Yoruba, like, oh, these guys don't understand.
Yeah.
Me and my sister just looked at them like, we understand what you're saying. We might not be able to speak it, but
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
understand. So it's
These
just
guys ain't on what I'm on.
so it's just a case of taking an extra step to actually, learn it.
The
and
thing is with
hopefully-
me, I can pick out words from the conversation.
Yeah.
Just say like, okay, cool, I know what you're saying. I hear you. But nah, it's a bit embarrassing. And then it's even worse because like your ego is in like, I'm Tanzanian, but then as soon as you go there, it's like, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You're
hard,
fair,
man.
yeah,
You're not
you
one
do
of
feel-
us.
yeah,
Even
it's
though
true.
you have included yourself, they've turned around and said you're not one
It's
of
true.
us.
They do that all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's just part of the reality of growing up in a Western country and then
It is.
having to go back to the motherland. It's just
Yeah.
like, how do you cope with that? How do you deal with that? Because it's that thing, they do know when you're not from there, but what are you going to do? There's nothing you can
Yeah,
do
there's
unless
nothing
you
you
make
can
the effort. But even still, they'll be able to tell by the way you speak Swahili that you're,
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
men ain't from here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
exactly.
definitely.
Yeah. And the thing is also like with like, even happens here in the UK, like for example with Kenyans, like there's loads of Kenyans. The same way there's Nigerians. I mean, of course, not many Kenyans, but there's Kenyans all around. So like you can bump into someone, they're speaking Kiswahili, but it's like, and then as soon as you go into like their gathering, they'll turn around and speak their own tribal tongue, and it's like, man, like where am I? Like, am I here? Or am I not here?
That's the thing is, I think about us Black British is that we don't actually have a proper community to be in, because although we're Black and British,
Yeah.
we're not British like the white folks that we have. Do you know what I mean? We go back home, where exactly are we supposed to be? Do you know what I mean? We need to form our own community of the middle people.
Yeah, which is what we've done, I guess.
Yeah,
We've
we
got
have.
friends, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
our
we
reality,
have.
and that we all share that common experience. So yeah, what's been the most exciting thing that's come about from your YouTube and your Instagram?
I think because I've always been like really creative and stuff. I've always liked the idea of just creating something and seeing how it works out. So I think with YouTube, I always took out so many like producing kind of programs and stuff, and just taught myself how to edit. And with that, I got a
Teach myself.
to be fair, I used to illegally download Final Cut Pro because it's so expensive, £300. I downloaded everything of that way. I'm not paying that money. But I wanted to know high quality editing. Do you know what I mean? So I said, I'm going to do it regardless. Anyway, so with that, I managed to get a YouTube producing role for a YouTuber. Not YouTuber, a public figure. A public figure. So I was producing his whole channel and stuff. Like, now he's on, like, he went up 10K since I was producing with him.
Yes.
I managed to work with Boohoo because they loved the way that I was editing and stuff and just portraying stuff and advertising stuff. And then, what else was it? I did producing, Boohoo, and...
You're going to have to shout me that producing course.
Yeah, to be fair,
Boohoo man as well, you know.
Yeah, and to be fair, I've worked a lot with like a lot of hair companies and stuff. Like,
okay.
I do a lot of paid promotions with them, which is really good because obviously YouTube doesn't give you a lot of revenue after a long time, so it's good to make a lot of money per video. So collaborating with different companies and stuff.
Yeah, that's the bag we're
stuff like that.
I'm trying to get in the bag.
You should definitely, honestly, I wish you guys saw that I put a Snapchat yesterday and I was actually telling people what to do, like do this, because I believe I want to put everyone in it. Like, there's space for everyone. I definitely believe there's space for everyone, and there's no harm in sharing what you know. Especially you didn't come up with it, so you can share it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there is so many ways on YouTube, and what I found is that there is a community and there's an audience for everyone. Like, there's a slime, you know, that slime thing that kids make. They're like, remember we had those baby aliens in?
And
that goo thing, right? There's a channel with like over 1 million subscribers.
That's insane.
And you don't see the face, you just see the hands. So like, that's what I'm saying. And there's kids that like young as 5 making thousands each month, and just going to my point that there's a target, there's an audience for everyone. So just find what you're good at and just make a video out of it. You don't have to put your face on there. You don't have to do nothing.
Boohoo, man, we need that drop, man.
Yeah, Boohoo.
Final Cut Pro. No, I haven't got Final Cut Pro. I got Vegas. Yeah, I got Vegas.
So what are some of your favourite brands then?
To be fair, my favourite brand...
I was working with Boohoo, but for me, Boohoo was more of like a working kind of thing rather than me personally shopping for them. This is bad, I should say this. But Pretty Little Thing will always be my favourite company. I think it's because it's not just what they sell, because what they sell is the same thing that Boohoo, you can even find it as that. These companies are selling the same things.
Yeah.
It's just what their brand delivers and the community that comes with the brand. So with Pretty Little Things, I love the influencers that they work with. They work with like all these high-end American people, which is so cool. And I love like the colour scheme that they work with, like really pinkish, girlish, like and that's what I kind of like. So that's why I like Pretty Little Thing. Like, people side with the community and like the character the brand has rather than what they actually sell, because they sell the same thing everywhere.
Shouts out to Pretty Little Thing.
Yeah, Pretty Little Thing, honestly.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Gotta give it the bag.
Yeah, definitely. They be working.
I really want to work with Nike though. Like Nike.
What would be your dream collab?
My dream collab. What do you mean my dream collab?
Like
if I was to like take brand or shoe, like what were we talking about?
Shoe.
I thought about this the other day. I mean, of course it's Jordans, but I think the easiest one to design is like the Cortez. Just because the way,
of course.
the way it looks and everything, you can I've sat down and actually sketched one out. I was like, that's what I would like to design.
They do quite a few collabs. They did one with Kendrick last year, which was quite like exclusive.
Yeah, I looked at the Cortez a bit different because it's a simple plain shoe, but at the end of the day, you could do a lot with it.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm surprised people don't give more collabs for that shoe because it's been around for so long.
It's been around for way too long. Yeah.
MIC Cortez coming soon.
Love to see it.
You already know.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so one thing I was interested in was Instagram etiquette. So, like, people sliding in the DMs. What do you think? How do you think is the right way to go about it? What happened?
Disc is too slow.
It's fine. Just press OK and then press the red button again. It should make a difference.
I'll have to ask the question again.
Yeah. Just ask the question again. So, another technical difficulty, but you know,
what is going on with my laptop, man? Anyway.
Not good timing when you're going to be working from home.
I got another one.
See. Alright, so Instagram etiquette. Is there a way that people should slide into the DMs?
Definitely not with kind of like. Thing is, I don't know because I always ignore DMs because
I say yo all the time. But the thing is, with my yo, it's like, I'm not really coming up to you like, yo, like, what you saying tonight? Like,
Tonight.
I'm not on that. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but continue.
To be fair, like I can't actually say because there's no one that's ever come into my DMs and we've gone past that. Does that make sense? So I couldn't say what attracts me or what's a good way and what's a bad way.
Email or something.
Yeah, honestly, because I just believe that if you're coming to me on Instagram, there's something on my page, and for me, Instagram is a highlight reel. It's all when you're looking good and all that goodness and whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's the reality of it. So I don't know. Maybe say I couldn't say. I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you.
So what do you prefer for it to be in real life?
100%. Instagram is, for me, Instagram is just a platform that everyone just puts the best bits out. And it's not bad. Like, if we all acknowledge it, we all know that it's not real. So, right?
Yeah.
So, definitely face-to-face, because at least I can base my judgments of you. Because if you're coming into my DMs, you can see what I look like or whatever. More time, if I look on your page, probably got 3 pictures, if that. Like... I can't judge based. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a simple pose, man. It's
just a simple one.
And
it was probably uploaded last year, but it's alright. But it's like it's almost in your favour because you can understand my character or at least an understanding of me, but I can't get that back from you. Does that make sense? So
it's real feedback and real time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I wouldn't like to be approached on Instagram or on social media because it's just not real.
Interesting. Could you move to a guy?
Actually, yeah. This is like this year.
Did I? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
I'm in an iron.
I think I did.
What did you do? What was the situation? And we'll judge.
No, but okay, so back in first year.
Always first year, isn't it?
First year is just because everyone's got confidence in first year. It's like you don't know anyone, so you think whatever. Yeah. So I remember like complimenting my boyfriend, and I was just basically saying like. Yeah, I went straight into it. I was like, I like your eyes, I like let's basically see, I didn't say let's see where it goes from there, but I definitely put the compliments more out there because I think like with guys and girls, guys always give the girls a compliment, but when a girl gives it to a guy, it's showing that it's the reverse and the interest is still there, but it's just given from a different...
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah.
But that's brazen though, because a lot of girls would just smile and say, "Yeah, I flirted with him," and it's like, well, that's not it. What is that?
For you guys, it must be so hard, like, because you guys always have to do the first step, innit? Like, is it not like quite, not scary, but is it not just annoying? Like, because if you don't say anything, you're gonna say something.
You get used to it. At first, it's a bit like,
I don't know, man. Just say hi.
Yeah.
If I'm not with it, I'm not with it. If it's that day, I'm just not with it. I'm not with it.
Yeah, true.
So it's like you'll be looking at me, I'll be looking back at you, be like, cool.
Yeah.
That's it.
So do you guys prefer to move to a girl on DMs or face to face?
Ideally face to face.
I'll say face to face because with face to face, it's real. Yeah, it's real.
Yeah,
it's real time. But face to face could be impossible mission.
Yeah, you have to be in the right place,
right?
Whatever.
If you get rejected, it's calm.
Tom Cruise.
No, it's true. Like, it's a lot of people have different types of game though. You get them who in real life will clean up, but then if they ask them to send a DM to a girl, they wouldn't know what to say.
That's
then
true.
There's guys on the flip side of that who
they do the most online.
Who world-class strikers online.
yes. That's
in person
true.
they're just chucking and driving. Do you know what I mean?
It's crazy,
so
man.
It's an interesting game.
What did my man say? He's a cyber player, something like that.
Cyber player.
Oh dear.
I don't want to mention names, but yeah.
You've got to get how you can.
Yeah.
There's no shame in it, man. Or maybe there is a bit of shame. I don't know. It's tough in these streets. It's not. But yeah, like you said, it is.
I don't think it's tough. It's just that I think people are more social media driven now.
Yeah.
Ever since. I don't want to say BBM because BBM is a bit different, but ever since I say Tinder, social media has just taken like a quick. It's just taken like a quick upward, like just everything now is just social media.
Yeah, it's true.
So if I want to move to you, it's like, yo, what are you saying? But I don't want to say what you're saying, but like on the same sort of vibe. And then now Tinder was obviously the swipe left, swipe right. It's different now.
Wait, so can I ask you guys a question? If you saw a girl and you moved to her, and like, is it a necessity to ask to see what her social media persona is?
CRB check, innit?
I think you have to, because if you go in there and you see an OnlyFans account,
That's true.
And the thing is, more time in our group chat, we have like people who are very good with.
They'll find out.
They'll find out. They'll know exactly how to find out.
So man move like MI5.
Them man really do move like MI5. So if you have 3 accounts, they'll find all 3.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I think
I might have to need them sometime. Let me know.
So in terms of like what's it, a CRB check, like a quick one. I mean, yeah, it's kind of necessary because you need to gauge what you're getting into.
It's true.
Very much so. Back in the day, it wasn't that. It was just like Facebook. Okay, you have that many friends, cool, whatever, boom.
But what if they have no socials?
Yes.
Is that not another flag?
Yeah, we just see that as a flag.
I don't think it's a flag, personally.
It's not a flag. They're just getting
It's
away.
not a flag, but
you know what? It is a flag.
It's a question.
Flag. No.
You've got to ask a question.
Yeah.
It's a flag.
But why? Like,
no, there's a flag.
actually, now I'm scared because Joe on you doesn't have no socials, and that was the first thing that was said. So I don't know.
That boy was brazy, so
Yeah.
There is a massive.
You were putting your face on Shrek.
Some people are just hiding.
Yeah, you got asked for what? What'd you do?
Exactly. Some people are really hiding.
Yeah.
So when they have no social media, it's like, okay, so what are you hiding?
It's too tricky.
At least have a social media and not have pictures or anything. But at least like you mean to tell me you don't know what's going on. And the thing is, it's not that it's bad, but the question is, what's your answer?
Yeah. It's just like, to be honest, at that point, I don't know. Like, I have to be in that moment to actually understand.
Yeah.
But I've never been in that moment because if someone just goes ghost, okay, there's a reason why you went ghost.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, if you just answer, I've just been ghosting, that's cool. But if you got no answer, I'm more worried, not worried, but I've got more suspicion of what the fuck you
Who are you? What are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd mind it, but yeah, I think you do, like you guys said, you have to ask. Otherwise, you're just going to end up in a sad situation.
It's true.
for sure.
Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy. Now I'm asking everyone.
Kind of have to nowadays, really.
Yeah.
It's just
You have
it's
to,
part and parcel of like modern day. Like it's just has to be done.
Tanzania, do you think it's the power of the East?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially with like our musicians and stuff like that, they play a big part.
Okay.
So I would definitely say, I don't know if people are going to hate me because I always say, oh, we're all together East. But yeah, Tanzania definitely is doing a lot.
It's the power of the East. Yeah. You Kenyans, you Ugandans, shut up. Yeah. Straight up. I'm saying it with my chest. Come at me, sing at me, I don't care. We're the power of the East.
100%.
But more importantly, I think Tanzania has a lot.
We have a lot to offer.
A lot.
Like, even just the land itself and what we have on the land.
Exactly.
Many countries don't have. Like, from our landscapes, landmarks, to the natural resorts, to the beach. Like, it's so rare to find a Mediterranean-looking beach in Africa. Because actually, what I didn't realise is actually not all beaches in Africa.
Yeah.
I always thought that they always were because of going back home. I always knew that there was a beach, but I realised that there isn't that many.
Much.
And if there is, it's like it's not as blue, like clear blue sea, white sand kind of thing. So yeah, definitely take advantage of that for Tanzania.
But even like economically, it has. Like for example, Nigeria is like the power of the West. I have an idea and a clear vision to see that Tanzania could actually be the power of the East, if not very more influential than I would say Nigeria. Just because Nigeria right now is at a peak.
Oh yeah.
Tanzania is just starting.
That's not that far away, buddy.
Nigeria. And to be fair, Nigeria's been there for a long time, and they're still gonna go on for a long time. But not to say.
You heard it here first.
I'm not to discredit other countries, but it's because Nigeria has a lot of influential artists. Again, to me, I feel like music does make an impact on.
No, I'm just talking about economically.
Economically, yeah. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, if it ever got to the position where it would be like, for example, maybe Nigeria might be 1, South Africa might be 3, Tanzania might be 2. Like, if Tanzania really picked up and said, all right, let's really work at it and really do what we're supposed to do as a nation, really come together, really focus on.
That's why Tanzania lags. Tanzania likes because let me just not get people getting on.
No, you know what it is?
But,
my dad told me, it's because, alright, so there's a word we use, powers,
Mm-hmm.
And powers is...
I just get angry with them.
So that's what powers means, isn't it? So then my dad told me recently, he said, the reason why Tanzania is not the way it is supposed to be today is due to the fact of powers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to mention no names because otherwise it's going to go... And these sort of names, if I mention the names, it's mad.
No, yeah.
Yeah, so...
We value our podcast, please don't.
Yeah.
So basically he said that some individuals, they obviously went and they did their judge. And that's what I meant by powers. No, they went and did their judge, and their judge was basically... They would be idols, yeah. There were certain things they couldn't. There's certain
we need to
things.
stop conversation after this because I'm scared.
No, I'm scared. Listen, there will be idols. They would be idols. There are certain things they cannot do, but because of this, Tanzania will never be what it's supposed to be.
I swear.
Yeah.
You hate to see it.
So that's why, for example,
Swear.
mothers.
Do you know that makes sense though?
I
can definitely believe that.
Because if you really deep it, if you look at Kenya is like, well, I'm not trying to buzz Kenya, but like Kenya is like, it's doing its thing, but at the moment it's corrupt.
Yeah.
It could be amazing, but it's not what it could. It's not what it's supposed to be. Whereas Tanzania, it's not even started.
No.
Like it's just been sitting on the couch for like ages and it's not there. So with this situation, what my dad told me is like, kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
And I see the reason why. Because that would also reflect on the fact of people leaving the country to expand, to actually bring resources back, people doing business and so on and so forth.
Do you know that makes sense? Because, for example, I'll give you guys an idea. So you know the Mount Kilimanjaro?
Yeah.
In Tanzania.
So
tell me why Kenya has been making a
money
percentage out of it. It's because no one on the tourism board is securing off the land. No one's
mad.
doing they've made
That's
a massive
painful.
and what it is, people flying to Kenya and they drive to Tanzania so people come back
That's crazy.
No, the thing is, they have to get a visa before they get in.
But why are Kenya doing this for? Is it yours?
No, the thing is, it's not. It's not.
Why did it?
It's really not. It's
That's
really,
mad.
really not.
They make money.
They make money, bro.
I remember growing up and I tell people like Mount Kilimanjaro, oh, it's in Kenya. I said, don't you dare.
It's not in Kenya, it's in
Don't you dare.
Tanzania.
Yeah.
It's heated debates every
Heated
single
debates.
time. It's like, no, it's in Tanzania. Please don't piss me off. It's like, it's in Tanzania. It's like, and then some of them will go Kenya. They'll take pictures of Mount Kilimanjaro, but they'll never step foot in Tanzania to know about Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's painful. You're marketing. Tanzania's marketing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's
So,
a lot
like-
of things we need to really just scrub
So
up.
when I really mean powers here, I really mean powers.
There's
It's
something
like,
going on.
Yeah, there's something.
Something's
going on.
happened, and that's what I don't want to say is stopping us, because the thing is, if there's powers to stop, there's powers to break through, and then
It's true.
so
Everyone needs to pray out.
exactly.
Even like Notes, his song "My Lover"
yeah,
was recorded in Tanzania.
yeah,
Really?
Yeah, at
Yeah.
the beach. Like that's the thing is, it's so
not the
beautiful.
remix, original.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that was in Zanzibar, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zanzibar.
exactly.
No
So
way.
it's just
Zanzibar's doing their own dodgy thing, but we're not gonna get into that, man. Yeah,
Alright, calm.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
it's-
yeah.
So does anyone have anything else?
I was gonna ask both of you, like, so me and Demi being Nigerian, we do feel like there's like a community of Nigerians in the UK. We do feel like we're part of like a kind of ecosystem, like a society. Do you feel like that's the same being Tanzania?
Nah,
No.
Why not?
we're all
can't find them.
sorry, we're all over the place. Yeah, we can't find.
Like I honestly can't find them.
Like if you,
I was even surprised. I was even surprised to see you at the because we actually met through the Tanzanian gathering, and why did you have to go that extreme for us to meet each other there? Like surely we could have met each other somewhere along the line.
Yeah,
Do
just
you know what I
bumping into
mean?
like an event, just one time, just yo, what are you saying? Ah, cool. That's it.
They're rare.
Oh, my mum knows your mum.
Yeah.
That situation.
They're
That
really
it
rare.
doesn't happen here in the UK.
That's interesting.
And it's really crazy because the thing is, you feel alone.
Are there a lot of you though?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
Is there a lot of people in Milton Keynes? Because I always hear people going to Milton Keynes.
Yeah, Milton Keynes.
Okay. I hear everyone's in Milton Keynes.
No, I heard
That's
this.
so random.
No, definitely Milton Keynes. There's always popping up Milton Keynes.
What's in Milton Keynes?
I need to find out. Should we find out? Let's find out what's there.
I'll talk to a few people and see what I'm going in Milton Keynes. But yeah, like no, because like even for example like Kenyans, back to Kenyans, East Africans, we speak the same language most of the time. But the thing is, they have a community, mainly because of the colonization and them being part of the Commonwealth in Britain. But they still have a community. You can go up to Birmingham, you still find a Kenyan. You can go up to Liverpool, you find a Kenyan. You come down, you go Dagenham, Kenyans, all Kenyans. Grays, Kenyans, bruv, they're everywhere. But with Tanzanians, it's like, where are we?
What's your population though?
I don't know.
But I think it's like 50 mil.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But even
most
so,
people leave though.
That's probably why. Well, I don't see them.
Yeah.
So that could be a good. I mean, it makes your life a bit different, like your experience different. But that could be a good thing. Like I know the reason why there's such an ecosystem here is because a lot of people had to leave Nigeria for a better experience. But if people are happy in Tanzania.
Yes.
To be fair, that could really make a lot of the reason why, isn't it?
And there's less of you in comparison to Nigeria, which I think has a population of over 100 million.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I guess like what you're saying, with a lot of people come to the UK for better education. In Tanzania, a lot of people go to Kenya for better education though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that could, I don't know what, for us it's like, we do look at Kenya as being, like you said, because they're part of the Commonwealth, we see them as like the superior kind of country. So that's why a lot of people go to Kenya, So for you, I don't know who, because you guys are at the top, your next location is UK maybe. That's probably why there's so many people here. And
if it's not the UK, then it's US. But in terms of just US. Tanzania, it's just like there's not many of us. Like we just alone. Like until you find someone, it's like click up. Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
But then I guess it's just important to go to those events like where you guys met. Like take advantage of that, and that way you will build your own community, because it is important to feel a sense of belonging just beyond being African. Because even then, it's just like it's sort of a shared experience, but our experiences will be different because we're from different parts of Africa.
100%.
Because I get jealous when I see those tweets about like Nigerian tweets and Ghanaian tweets, and I'm just like, I can't relate. I can't understand what you lot are saying. And like, where's my Tanzania? Where's our tweets? Like, it's just like kind of like that.
Tanzanian Twitter.
We just
Tanzanian Twitter. I need that.
Gotta make it happen.
What's your guys' food?
What our food?
Our food's lovely, man.
I'm interested.
With our food, it's like there's a fusion of Indian food.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of Indian mixed foods.
Like chapati, like that, like for naan, not naan.
Naan bread.
No, what's it called? What other word is chapati? Like a burrito roll, basically, like a wrap.
It's a thick one, yeah.
Okay.
That's like more of like our breakfast kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot, like you said, a lot of our food is does actually stem from like India and like stuff like that.
Not a lot. I think the most common food.
Because think about it, our pilau and biryani and stuff. Like,
exactly. Samosas. I mean,
yeah.
The way we cook it is a bit different
to
the way Indians will cook it, but.
Man out here having biryani.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like that's definitely part of like.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's different when you get to like tribal dishes. When you get to the tribal dishes, it's different. What tribe are you from? Do you know?
I'm Nyakusa. What are you?
Korea.
What part of Tanzania?
Northwest.
Northwest. Okay. Like what region is that?
Yeah, Mongol.
Okay. Yeah, I'm bad. I don't even know geography in this country.
Yeah.
Things are just so like all over Africa. There's so many tribes, so many.
And then even that's so crazy, because then it's even more of a unique experience, because you got your tribes and then you got what those tribes bring. Like
yeah, exactly.
There's beef on site sometimes because you're from different tribes.
Yeah, no. From what I know about my tribe, it's a bit mad. Like,
yeah, what's the characteristic of yours? Because my tribe, a lot of people hate our women because they say that we're the men in the house. So everyone knows about Nyakusa women are not crazy, but they're the men in the house.
Is it true?
No, it's true. I'm serious.
Everyone wanted to ask.
No, I'm serious.
Everyone definitely.
I'm terrified.
Everyone knows about a Nyakusa woman. It's just like they definitely wear the trousers.
Yeah.
So what about yours?
It's aggressive, man.
Yeah, do you know what? No, but it's true. There's some
real
tribes.
aggressive, man.
Yeah.
Like, basically, I was in Tanzania last year in August, and pretty much they said, yeah, listen, if it ever comes to it, the women might kill the men might kill the women. It's like, rah, is it that deep? So, yeah, man, you just go to prison, and people say, yeah, listen, I killed my husband. It's like, hey!
Yeah, wow.
And then vice versa, like,
boy.
No, it's a really aggressive.
It's a real world, isn't it?
Nah, this is not real world, man. This is just aggression. But the thing is, it's like, it's more warrior orientated, but it's just that the fact that they are very aggressive people.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So what, in Tanzania, is there like house husbands?
Whoa.
She said the woman wears trousers.
Well, they definitely like ride everything out. Everything's got to run past. You know, normally in houses they run past the dad, but you run everything past the mum. You know, like, basically, come to my house during summer. We have barbecues and just watch my parents.
We have to go to Reading.
Yeah, I'm always doing
Wait,
summer
is
barbecues.
Tanzania to Reading as well?
I don't know.
I'll pass you information. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Obviously with your permission.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, they're very yeah, they definitely wear the trousers. So.
That's an interesting dynamic.
Like, people always say, like, basically avoiding your kiss a woman. If you don't mind them, like, not dictating, but if you don't mind them ruling the house, then do it. But a lot of men actually like it. A lot of men like their women to take control, like, in the aspect of everything in the house, not in a violent way. Like,
no, not violent way.
No, not in a violent way.
Alright, cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you guys know? Are you guys from like tribes in Nigeria?
Well, both Yoruba.
Yoruba, yeah.
Okay. Oh, what? So how many tribes are in?
3. Hausa,
3.
and Yoruba.
3.
There's
I
three
don't
main
think-
ones.
yeah, there's
but then there's a
three
lot
main ones,
more.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
There's a
okay.
lot more. But
Like,
we're
for
just three
example,
main
like,
ones.
everybody knows Maasai tribe.
Okay, right. Okay.
Everybody knows Maasai tribe, but they don't know about the other
Yeah.
little tribes. Yeah.
You guys know the Maasai, the guys that jump high and they wear like the.
Oh, was that? I thought that was just in Kenya.
That's our point.
You got. Hey, listen. Don't get mad at me. That's your marketing.
You see what I'm saying? It's
Guys, we nailed it. There we go.
You're getting mad at me like.
What's mad is that most of them will go to Kenya, get their peas and come back.
Do you know what? The more you're talking, the more I agree with you. Remember when you told us Black Panther is set in Tanzania and we laughed?
Wait,
laughed
is it?
out the room.
North Tanzania.
I'm not surprised. But do you know even the Lion
Now I
King?
can see it.
So many parts of the Lion King was actually done in Tanzania.
You might
Now
get
you
robbed
man are
out.
This is my point.
Like,
Oh,
sure,
wow.
Kenya.
Because you know,
Shut up, man.
in East Africa, we hold a lot of the natural resorts, the natural parks, wildlife
Yeah.
throughout the whole of Africa. So it's really there that
even like
it's in
Tanzania, the climate's just it's always perfect. It's always warm. It's Goldilocks. Like if
Is that
Adam
year
and
round?
Eve was
All
if
year
Adam and
round.
Eve was supposed to stay somewhere, it would be Tanzania.
all year round.
I went to Kenya in August, bro. It was cold. I had to wear a coat. I was like, what's
Oh,
going on?
maybe we need to take a little trip. It might
No,
seriously.
Tanzania.
Made in Tanzania.
Made in Tanzania.
What's wrong with this phone, man? Sorry, guys.
Technical difficulties.
That's fine.
To be honest, I think I'll upload the video.
Yeah, nah, that's cool.
Keep it cool.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Well,
You get me?
Made in Tanzania, innit?
Yeah, made in Tanzania.
the spirit of the Black Panther.
But yeah, no, Tanzania has a lot of influence as well, but they don't have to market it right. So we
you
get
guys
robbed.
need to do better because the
Guys,
way
we
I
get
got
robbed.
them jumping man belong to Kenya.
I don't want to blame Pals because I think they can do something about
Let's
it.
get a better Tanzania's Twitter team needs to be better.
True.
And
You
then
should
also,
run it.
actually, and another
Very
thing is
true.
as well, because Kenya was a Commonwealth country, English is a second language, whereas in Tanzania,
Yeah.
I mean, we were colonized by the German, and then afterwards it was the British, but the British didn't really care, and they just let us do us. So it's just pretty much Tanzanian language, which is Kiswahili, and then
Yeah.
other tribal languages. That's it.
Like, a lot of people go to Kenya to actually like learn English and stuff. Well,
I think that's
like-
changed now.
Oh, is it?
I think it's
I'm not
changed
surprised.
because there are some youngers that can just speak English to me. It's like, oh wow,
Calm.
only some, like a few, but yeah, it's interesting stuff.
It is.
I feel like I learned a lot today. I ain't gonna lie to
On
you.
God,
Yeah.
like all I can say is Tanzania do better with the market.
Yeah,
'cause
that's what it is.
that's like I learned a lot, and it's a bit.
All
It
I'm
seems like
saying
it's a
is
great
that
place to be.
it's gonna become the power of the East.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
Whether
You
you
got
like
my
it or not.
backing. You
Yeah.
got my vote.
And even like, you know, the Lion King, Hakuna Matata, everyone knows that. That's Swahili.
Yeah, Swahili, man.
That is Swahili. That's
Simba, Swahili. Safari.
Simba means lion in Swahili. So
Safari's
Man.
journey.
we've been robbed. Actually, no. Today we're gonna write emails. Like, we're gonna write an email because we've been
Lion
robbed.
King was so good they did it again.
They did. Exactly.
Crazy.
That's second
They
time.
came to just like rock up the second generation. How dare they?
Mad thing. Yeah.
Shout out to all my Kenyans though. Listen, all moving beautiful with that.
Gang.
Gang.
Alright. Is there anything before we close that you want to tell the peoples on the interwebs?
I think it's important to just unite as a community. Not even like, it doesn't even matter if you're from Tanzania, South Africa, whatever. I think it's just as us people in general, just to just build this community and just represent each other properly and just ride for each other. I think that's what we're missing in our community.
For sure.
We have a lot of competition amongst us, which is why we're so slow in the race to success, because we're dragging each other down rather than pulling each other up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, so like nowadays, I even saw a thing where people are so mean to retweet, like even like clothing lines or like nail companies for like people are so mean. Retweeting is free.
Mm-hmm.
Favoriting something is free. So just build each other up, because you don't know the next person that's on your following can actually purchase from that company, and that again that brings the community together. So
Absolutely.
like let's all do this together and like we'll get there. Thing is, we will actually get there.
To the
Just
bag.
we've got to do. Yeah, let's all get into our bag 2020.
I could not agree more.
And yeah, wait, just before we end, who's scared of this coronavirus?
We had a discussion about it and it's not deep.
Well,
Are you not that scared?
Are you scared?
I'm not scared, but
I think I had it.
I think I'm starting to get
Man
scared.
said I think I had it.
No, like listen, I was ill in December.
Oh, in December,
December,
December.
like I was proper ill.
Nah, I hear
But I'm
that.
surviving.
Do you know, I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm a really kind of like, I love conspiracies, right? I love it.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Go on.
So no, let me ask a question. If this had to be a conspiracy,
Yeah.
how would you think, like, you know what I mean? Like, how would you think this has been made? Or how do you think the conspiracy runs?
Well,
Demi said they were flipping the work.
Yeah,
They were in the lab, just...
No, definitely.
In the previous episode, we pretty much said like what I said is Bill Gates.
Okay, I can go with that.
If it's not Bill Gates, then it's China.
What?
No, but I don't think it's China though.
Yeah, why would you give it to your own people?
The reason, yeah, go.
Population control.
Yeah,
They've had an issue
No,
for a
no,
while.
but I
Yeah.
swear
I
they.
don't think it's
1.5 billion people. Like, you might need to calm down.
No, I don't think it's
Calm
population
down.
control because I think they need more people now. They need.
Well,
more
have you
people.
seen that now? The ratio between men and women are so fucked up now.
Yeah.
Like they're all basically like, for one girl, there's like 5-6 guys that want them because there's no girls.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's the FBI. How dare they?
Cut the cameras.
I believe that they made this coronavirus to obviously just fuck up their population, but to also manage, like, to disrupt their economy, because now there's no money going in, no money going out. There's people that everyone's literally panicking. The country is fucked up completely, and now, which I think stems from Islamophobia as well. Now everyone's so racist towards Chinese people around the world. So you don't have to be in China for this to be directly affected. So many people around the world are now being like racially attacked because of this coronavirus and stuff. So if this was to happen, it would be like the American government just trying to fuck up all of them.
Why aren't they racially like getting onto Italians?
Italians.
Good question.
Italians are almost in the same bed with China.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Italy wants money, but they can't get it from the European Union, so they
Like, how
get it
people
from China.
like, yo?
Yeah, can someone actually
Bolognese,
connect
you know?
the China and the Italy, because
Yeah, so
I do not
Chinese
understand.
and Italy. That's the reason why. It's because Italy is trying to get into the same bed with China. China wants to build the Belt and Road initiative, and basically, China. The only way for China to get into Europe is through Italy, and Italy is really begging for the money. So that could be one reason.
Oh.
And then with Iran, well, obviously everybody knows about Iran. So yeah, that's the only way you can combine those two together.
My third eye's open, man.
For real.
Real talk, man.
But something is not right with this coronavirus.
Tapping in. Yeah, something's booky.
Something isn't correct.
Something's definitely booky. here,
Something.
man. I don't know what it
Something's
is.
Mazzoline.
It's really exposed how like shit America is as well. Like, them man have no paid holidays. They don't get any protection from this. Obviously, we already know what their medical system is like. Like, the man said it developed. It doesn't look that way.
No. But then everything is through in the nicest way, the white man's eyes. So we see greatness through the eyes of America and UK, whatever.
It's looking kind of trash, I'm not gonna lie.
100.
Yeah.
Health and everything and wealth and everything could be seen differently through the way we see health in Africa and stuff. Health isn't the new shoes or whatever. Health is within ourselves in the community. So we see the first world country just through the buildings and the whatever that's bought. But realistically, they're fucked up because now look, everyone's falling down and whatever.
Falling down.
It's just crazy. Like, sorry, what is England doing?
They're not doing anything, that's the problem.
What? They just tell us to wash our hands. Are you serious?
They say the one phrase, the best phrase that represents Britain, fuck all, mate.
It's true. It's true.
I love it.
I heard it's a 2-hour wait to get through to the 111, 2, what's the number?
111, isn't it?
Yeah, 2-hour wait.
That's crazy.
Oh, but you got to isolate yourself after 7 days and then call.
Yeah.
Get what?
Yeah,
So now basically,
that's what I'm saying.
if you're ill,
That's
isolate
crazy.
yourself for 7 days, and after the 7 days, call 111, and then coronavirus thing. They come with the masks and everything like that.
Say a word.
Mothers.
All the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, they need to do... It's not a great time, but we're all in 20s.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it's been 3 months. What's happened with this year?
This year's just
I
been, I said throw it in the bin. This
It
year's
has to
been
go in the
terrible.
bin.
Either it's like the worst start, and I have a sneaky feeling that it's going to be a crazy end, like a crazy
Yeah, like a
end.
good,
Like Euro in
same.
2020 is going to happen and they're going to let England win or something.
Yeah. Well, something has to happen because this is not good.
It's powers, fam. It's powers.
Here's to, I hope the year like has a crazy end, like
Yeah.
that October period's on fire.
I hope it's before I need Carnival to really pattern. I need it to start from like June. Let everything go great.
Oh, you
and
know
then
what?
we can have a
It's
good
going to
summer.
rain on Carnival.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
What, you might going to be doing stuff up?
Well.
What?
Do you know what? If it has to be, it's going to have to be.
Alright?
Man doing bounce. Come on. You know, it's serious.
No, seriously. No, seriously.
Alright.
But sorry, but don't you guys think it's weird that a lot of these companies that are closing down, they're all closing down for a month to the end of March. Well, do they know they're putting a time onto something that... how was that happening?
It's the end of the financial year. They could do the accounts and everything like
pricks?
that. One, that's one reason.
True.
Two, I mean, if you do look at the Babylonian timeline, it's the end of the year, technically speaking. And then April 1st, start of a brand new year. Oof, I don't know, man.
I think they're also waiting for the weather to improve because I think a lot of this is because...
What? No, it's what I've just said, and then that you just come up with that. Like, it's just like all this conspiracy. I know, it's just like
I think it's the weather.
It is! Like, when it's
Keep a
cold,
bit of sun.
Yeah.
cheeky bit of sun.
I'm trying to jet. Like,
For real, though.
this needs to stop.
100%.
No, we
That's
hope Good
crazy.
Friday is gonna be good.
For real, dog.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's Mazzoline. Anyway, yeah, boom.
So, tell the people where they can find you online.
Oh, find me on Instagram. My name is Janet Monique Gomez. I'm sure it'll be somewhere. It's quite hard to actually type. Find me on YouTube, Bon Gomez. That's my stage name. And yeah, Instagram and YouTube are my main socials. Yeah, Twitter is a bit raw if you want to see some stuff. But no, I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm joking.
We'll find the Twitter then.
Yeah,
Fine.
find my Twitter. But yeah, thank you guys so much for having me on your show.
Oh,
No,
problem.
I
problem.
really, really like it, and I'm happy I've come to Chafford. So
Made in Chafford.
You already know what it is.
So, yeah.
The most influential podcast in the world.
yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Tell them.
Come on.
What's it? Eman G45. Yeah, the
Colson,
other
Lucy.
Tanzanian. Sorry,
Yeah.
man.
Go ahead. No, get in your bag. Get in your Tanzanian bag.
The other Tanzanian, you know. All of that stuff. There you go.
Colson, Lucy. That's it, man.
2 Dems. You know it.
Alright, boom.
Cool.
Perfect.
Finito. Bye.
In a bit.
Sweet.